Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm WoWcrendor and welcome to another episode of WorldCrendor, where I answer the questions you ask me on Facebook and Twitter. But today, I didn't ask Twitter, I'm sorry, I will next time. But you can follow me on facebook.com/Crendor or twitter.com/WoWcrendor. So, let us begin. Nicole Major, sorry, says, "Hi Crendor, why do you play Horde over Alliance? Is it for their bonus buffs, i.e. hit, increase, or nature resistance, or something to do with their character model or the people you meet?" I chose Horde over Alliance because I thought they looked cool, and I liked their cities and mounts, and I just liked them more. To me, playing the human type characters in games is just boring. I'm like, be a human. That's why I made the video where I'm like, humans are like, oh, I'm boring. Because it's like, they are boring. I get bored playing them. I want to play like an orc. I guess even though an orc's kind of like human, but it's still like, it's so far off from being an actual human. I don't know, that's my personal opinion. And then undead and Tauren and trolls are just like, I don't know, I liked it more. That's really the reason. There's no like in-depth reason. It's just like I liked Horde more. Yeah. Neil Worthington asks, how did you decide that you wanted to make video reviews as a career? Were you planning on doing something else as a career before you started? And if so, what was it and what made you want to give that up? Well, it's not really video reviews. I guess it's just videos in general. But before I made videos, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And even like growing up, people were like, what do you want to do? And I was always just like, I don't know. Like, am I supposed to know? Because I don't know. For a while, I was like, maybe I could be a psychologist, because I like psychology. And then I was like, no. And I was like, what about a marketer? Because I like marketing. And I was like, it seems boring. And then I just discovered I would like occasionally make videos just for fun. And then I started putting them on YouTube, because I was like, oh, what if I made a video for YouTube? Maybe people like it, I don't know. And yeah, that kind of just started it all. And once I started doing that, I was just like, oh, well, I want to do this. And then I did it. And that's really the story. But that's how it happened. It's really, I have such interesting stories to tell. Thanks. Zach Roy says, Crendor, what does an average day of work consist of? Well, it's weird because every YouTuber is different in how much work they have, and I guess work scheduling, because some people, take for example, Jesse. Jesse makes like constant Let's Plays. Like, he'll usually make 2 or 3 a day. So he records, then he renders, then he uploads, then he records, then he renders, then he uploads. And it's like that constant cycle is different because you have different amounts of what am I looking for? Different lengths of time for each video, so it like changes that. But then you take someone like I don't know, who's people that make like these big high quality productions, and they spend like weeks and weeks, or you know, a long time on just one video, but that video gets a lot of views. And so it kind of varies by who you are and what type of videos you make. I'm sure like makeup girls have their thing, and like people like Jenna Marbles or vloggers all have their thing. Like there's daily vloggers, they have to record, you know, constantly throughout the day and put that together. And so it's kind of like you're not really, it's like it's weird because you're working but you're not working. It's weird because it's like a hobby, but it's like throughout the day. You get what I'm saying. But for me specifically, it varies because there's days, sometimes multiple days, where I'm just like super busy. Like I remember just a few weeks ago, it was like I had just so many things happening, and I was like, oh my god, I have like no time to do anything, and I just had to like constantly work. And now, for example, this week I've really had not a lot to do. Like what did I do? I'm making Wednesdays lolcast days, even though my last lolcast was the audio was awful because Skype was like, I'm gonna turn on your mic changing thing for no reason. But I have Monday. Here's my new schedule if you haven't heard it. I'm gonna do Sundays are Let's Plays. Mondays are a Truth Rage and a random game, because I want to like play a random game just because it's fun. It's kind of like poorly rated, but I can also play good games, so I think it's just more fun to be like, hey, it's a random game. I don't know what I'll call this segment, if I call it anything. Tuesday is a machinima. I want to make Tuesdays like WoW machinimas. And then Wednesday's a lolcast. Thursday is a random game machinima, so it could, just like how I made How to Win at Let's Plays this Thursday, maybe I'll do a LOL machinima, or another, like, you know, it could just be whatever, but just like or it could be another WoW machinima if I really want, but you know what I'm saying. And then Friday will be World of Crendor, but the schedule is kind of weird this week because I just made it this week, so today's World of Crendor. And then Saturday could be a Let's Play too. I also figure if I want, I can just throw up Let's Plays, like, just on a day, like, in addition to a video, just because Let's Plays aren't the most difficult thing to make. But it just depends on what I think. Or if I think, like, a video's not going to do well, I'll be like, maybe I'll do 2 videos today. Either way, that's what I want to do, and I like trying to follow schedules because usually they work pretty well, but that's really, it's hard to answer that question because a lot of people ask it and it varies so much. Sometimes you work a bunch during the week, and other times you're like, oh, I don't have a lot to do this week. So, because I mean, you can't, if I could just constantly like keep pumping out videos or creating like machinima ideas, like, oh, here's another How to Win, here's another, like, I could do that and like constantly work and pump them out, but there wouldn't be as much, I guess, passion behind them. And that's what I try to do. For example, I'm working on a video. I was gonna release it a while back. It's called If WoW Was, like, well, I don't want to say it because then someone might take it. Granted, nobody's gonna take it. It's about WoW being easy. That's all I'll say about it. And I got halfway through it, and I was like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And I let it sit for like a couple days. I went back and started working on it, and I was like, it's not good enough. I gotta redo it. So now I want to redo like the entire thing. So I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I could easily just like pump that out, be like, here's this machinima, but I don't want to do that because when I make a video, I make the video because I want to make it. I don't make it because I'm like, well, I have to make a video today. Which was one of the reasons I really didn't like scheduling, but I like scheduling because it helps like motivate you or keep you on track. So even if I don't make a video for that day, it's at least like kind of like the schedule pushes me a little bit, because you have to keep motivated and keep like the idea juices flowing in your brain. This question has gone all over. I hope I answered it, but yeah. Victoria, it varies. That's the answer. It varies a lot depending on who you are, what you do. But mine is, some days I have a lot to do, some days I don't. That's what it comes down to. Victoria Ramirez asks, are you gonna be in a Let's Play with Jesse anytime soon? Yes, once he finishes his, what's it called? Far Cry 2? Is that? Hold on. I want to make sure that's the game. Far Cry 3. It's Far Cry 3. Once he finishes Far Cry 3, I believe we're going to co-op that in the multiplayer. And then, once Saints Row the 4th comes out, we might be trying to get it early. We're going to play that, and it'll be wonderful. So, yeah. Elisa Filakovic, I said that wrong probably, asks, have you done a Draw My Life video? If not, you should do it. I actually was contemplating doing that. I might do it in Microsoft Paint, or I might actually use a whiteboard because I really like drawing on whiteboards. But I was going to make it funny too, but then I was like, actually, just talking about my own life can be funny. So, I don't know, I'll probably do it just because. A lot of people's are really sad. Mine's not that sad. So, yeah, not to be like oh, my life's amazing. But I mean, like, compared to a lot of other ones, like, a lot of people are like, wow, that's a really sad one. Like, mine would probably just be like, these are some funny stories I had. So, yeah, I'll probably do it. Dennis Bakov says, where did the Cox and Crendor idea come from? It came from us playing Saints Row the first time. And we were like, woo, we're doing this Let's Play. And I was like, this is like Cox and... we said something with like a morning show. And I was like, this is Cox and Crendor in the morning. And then we just kind of just laughed at it. And then after a while, we were like, hey, that'd be kind of a fun idea. Just make a podcast with us. And then one day we did it. That's how it happened. Coffee. Yeah, Jonathan Canales asked, do you ever regret your current career choice? No. I do not regret it at all. It's weird because there's so many people that are like, oh, I wish I didn't have the job I have, or I should have majored in something else, but it's like, I spent so long not knowing what I wanted to do, and then making videos and being like, oh my god, this is what I want to do, that it's still what I want to do. You have to obviously keep yourself motivated and all that, but I still love to do it. I love the process of just like bringing ideas to life. I love the environment of YouTube, like the community and all the other people that are doing it and seeing their work. And I love seeing just like putting a piece of work out there and being like, here you go, world, view it. And then a bunch of people can just watch what I've made. And it's like, whoa, that's really cool. And then on top of that, you're like helping cheer up people's lives. Like, it's easy to look at the numbers and be like, all right, well, that video got like 100,000 views. But it's like, you really think about it, it's like 100,000 is like more than a football stadium. It's like, it's a lot of people to just view a single video, and it's like you're impacting each and every one of those, and it's just like when you really think about it like that, it's like, whoa. Whoa. So I mean, really, I don't regret my career choice at all. If anything, I feel like I found what I love to do very young, and if you asked me what I had to do if I didn't do videos, I guess I would say something with new media or social media and marketing, just because I love marketing in general and like internet marketing, because I love psychology. I love just the internet and psychology and business, and all that together is kind of like marketing on the internet, and so I really like that. I read a lot of marketing books. I've said this before, but that's probably what I would want to do. And it would be pretty easy to do it. You just go to a place and be like, hey, look, I have a YouTube channel with a bunch of views and social networks and stuff. And they'd be like, whoa, you're really good at this. Here's a job. But I don't want to do that yet because I love making videos, and that's what I love to do. So, yeah. Jamie Russell says, hey, Crendor, just wondering, out of all the games you've played, what one had the best storyline and the best ending? I'm aware you're much like me and don't finish a lot of games, but you finished a couple, I'm sure. And don't say wow or lol if you can avoid it. Thanks, dude. Jinlaw. So, it's hard because I don't play single-player games, really. But I know one game I played was always kept me coming back to like play it some more. And then I finished it and was like, that was really fun. And that was Machinarium. Now, I don't know if I brought this up before. I probably have, but Machinarium is like a point and click with this little robot guy, and I really love that game. It kept bringing me back, and it was just, you've got the clues, and it's like a puzzle game, and it was fun. I don't know. It was really simple, yet it was fun at the same time, and that's what I liked about it. And it was just this cool artistic style and atmosphere, and the music was amazing, and it was a great game. If you haven't played Machinarium, go look it up on the internet. I think it's even on Steam. It's been in those indie pack things, so I definitely suggest that. It's like Machinarium, so it's like Machinarium. It's like Machinima, but with Arium at the end. Anyway, that is what I'd say to that. Otherwise, I don't really play single-player games. That's why I can't answer that. Maybe if I look at my list of games. Not really. I don't know. Sorry, I don't play single-player games that often. Yeah. Ryan Commissars asks, how many times have you quit WoW, if ever, or taken an extended break? I've quit WoW a lot. I've quit WoW and taken extended breaks probably like over 100 times. Easily over 100 times, because I played the game for 8 years, and I remember even like after playing it for a few months, I was like, oh, I'm kind of bored, and then I quit. And then I came back, and it's like, that's already one, and that was 8 years ago. So, I don't know, it depends on how much free time you got, if you enjoy the content that's currently in the game. I'm really excited for this new patch, because it's like, gonna be a war with like the trolls and the orcs, and it's just, like, Garrosh, and I don't know, I'm excited for it, so I'm likely gonna play a lot in that expansion, but I want to play my druid because I'm tired of my priest, so yeah, so I've taken a lot of breaks. Aaron Rackham asks, how was your school life? My school life was average. I didn't like school. I got mediocre grades. I didn't like to try a lot because I was like, this isn't going to help me in life, and I don't really want to do any of the things they're telling me I can do. I wasn't very good at math. And I did well in English. But, I mean, I was polite. I was quiet. I don't know, I didn't get in trouble, really. I just kind of went to school, went home, played video games, went on the internet. And that's a lot of it. So, it was okay, I guess. Malte Dumbull, I'm not saying that right, asks, Nordstrand, what? Oh, wait, that's okay. Malte Dumbull Nordstrand. I am awful at this. I noticed a lot of people are always like, I'm so awful at pronouncing names, but it's like, I think most people aren't great at pronouncing names, because there's a lot of ways to pronounce names. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. This is an observation. What makes you motivated? Well, I found that it's weird. I've actually found that it being spring and summer motivates me more than fall and winter for whatever. I think there's an actual term for that. But I've also found that sitting down and just like writing motivates me, because you can get lazy and not write anything and be like, oh, whatever, ideas will come to me. But like when you actually sit down with like a paper notebook and pen, and you just write, then you actually do get motivated, because you get ideas, and what motivates you is those ideas. Like, there's times I'll get ideas and just be like, I love this idea, I need to make it right now. And like, that's what motivates me. So, because if you don't have an idea, and you sit down and you're like, alright, I need to make something, it's like, well, alright, think of an idea, and you just sit there like, alright, I'm motivated to think of an idea. It's just, it doesn't work. You have to get the idea, and once you get it, that's where the motivation comes from. It's actually creating that idea. At least that's what happens with me. So, I remember even with like the Onyxia questline movie I made, I got that idea, and I was just like, I need to make this right now. And I just spent like 2 days making that video, and I was like, I'm gonna make it. And then I finished it, and I was like, yes! So, that's where my motivation comes from. Dominique Mathis says, what race would you think would be a good idea? Like Tonkas, for example. They aren't playable, but what race would you like to see playable? That's a good question for like the next expansion. Trying to think of all the races there are. I guess people have said ogres. I don't really like ogres. I think the wolf. What are those wolfmen things in the Wrath of the Lich King? I think they'd be kind of cool, but I don't know if they'd like, you could actually be playable. I think like the walrus men would be kind of cool, but then I kind of think of it and I'm like, I don't think I'd want to, like, have them be an actual race. There's so many choices, that's the problem, and it's like, oh, what? There's a lot that people, hold on, I'm gonna bring up a list of them. What race should be playable in WoW? Okay, let's see. Hosen, a Naga race, a Murlocs, Arakoa, High Elves, Eridar. Murlocs would be like the, I'd just make Murlocs, Blizzard, just do it. We have pandas, just make Murlocs playable. Let's see, Draconid? What is a Draconid? Hold on, this is fun. A Draconid is... Oh, it's those lizard men things. That'd actually be kind of cool. I like those lizard men looking alien creature things. That'd be cool. Maybe I'd say those, because they do look cool. There's people say ogre. Furbolgs! Furbolgs! Yes, I want Furbolgs as the playable race. I'm just saying, they already have like shamans and warriors and hunters. They're in winter, spring, and all those places. Just, I want Furbolgs for the Horde. There we go. You got it. And Murlocs for the Alliance. There we go. It'll be 2 little mini people. Figured that one out. Moving on. Dalton Barry asks, you said you were going to start back with Banjo-Tooie. Do you know when you'll start with that series, number of weeks, and how many times per week you'll have episodes up? I want to finish Scribblenauts first, but I'm not sure. I mean, I could just... I'm contemplating... I don't know about the WoW Let's Play now, because I want to be on the schedule, but it would be 2 Let's Plays a week, and I can't do 1 WoW Let's Play a week, because that will take forever. So, I don't know. If you like the WoW Let's Play, comment below. If you don't like the WoW Let's Play, comment below. I want to see how many people like and dislike the WoW Let's Plays, because they are going to take a long time, and if I'm not uploading them, like, consistently, like, almost daily, it's never going to finish in a average amount of time. But otherwise, once I finish Scribblenauts, I'm gonna start Banjo-Tooie up, because I really want to play that game, and I beat Banjo-Kazooie, which you can go see on my channel if you haven't watched it. I played through the entire game, I beat it, I was proud, and now I want to beat Banjo-Tooie so I can be like, yes! And it's like that is completing my childhood. Those 2 games, I've already completed half my childhood now, so now I just gotta do that. So, yeah, just comment below. I want to get an opinion from all of yous. Okay? Okay. Brendan Cannon says, Crendor, what is your favorite League of Legends character? I've answered this before. I said Kassadin, but I think it's changed. Right now, I think it's Twitch. I really like playing Twitch. He's the first ever champion I bought. I have medieval Twitch, so people are always like, why'd you get that skin? And, mechanics-wise, I'd probably say Ezreal. I remember when I first started playing LoL, which was 3 years ago, I just realized that. I played LoL 3 years ago, it was like right when it came out. The first champion I saw get released was Mordekaiser, and then they released Ezreal. And I remember playing Ezreal and just be like, whoa, his mechanics are so cool! And just like with the skill shots and everything, and so I've kind of just always had that mentality of like, his skills are really fun to use. And then Twitch is just, I don't know, I like him as a rat, and then he's like a glass cannon, and he's got stealth, and it's just, I don't know. I enjoy both those characters. And a lot of people are always like, Crendor, you should stream, or we should play, and whatever. Honestly, I wouldn't mind playing, like, ARAMs with fans. That could be fun. But, the thing, still, I've said this before, the thing with LoL is I take LoL so seriously. It's so hard for me to actually, like, play with fans, let alone people I know that aren't good at the game. I play with very few people in League of Legends. And the people I do play with, I know are pretty good at the game. Or I just play ranked solo just because I'm like, I'm gonna play a solo rank. So, that's the thing. So many people message me, and they're just like, hey, I wanna play. We should play a game. Let's play a game. And I'm just like, no. It's like, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna end up getting really angry. And LoL is the one game that can make me really angry. So I'm sorry, but once they make like ARAM an actual mode, then maybe I can live stream some like fan ARAMs or something. I think that'd be fun. But yeah. And finally, Tim Tomzak, I think it's Tomzak, asks, do you plan to start making boar thrills again? I miss those. I am going to be making a new Orc vs. Wild, and it's going to be pretty soon. I don't know if it's going to be Pandaria. I don't know if it'll be a specific zone in Pandaria, or if it'll be like the whole thing. I don't know if it'll be something else, and then Pandaria will be after that. But I'm going to make another one, and it'll be great. I also want to make a Boar Thrills mug, because I want more mugs, and I feel like I need a Boar Thrills mug. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. That's it. Thanks for listening to World of Crendor. You can go to facebook.com/Crendor or twitter.com. Or wait, no, facebook.com/Crendor. I don't know if I said that right. And then twitter.com/WoWcrendor. And I'll be like, hey, I'm doing World of Crendor. Ask me questions. And then your question might get answered on this video show thing, program, etc. Okay? Okay. See ya.